I used to visit Baguio City many years ago on work assignment. And I remember this store that sells nothing but silver. Silver, silver all around. Silver necklaces, silver earrings, silver bracelets, silver rings. Nothing but silver. And so whenever I went there, I made sure I'd buy something nice for my wife, Nico. Silver is not as valuable as gold, of course, but silver is still of some value as jewelry. It is unfortunate that silver had taken on a darker meaning during the time of Jesus, because the betrayal of Jesus by one of his disciples, Judas, was compensated with 30 pieces of silver. We find this part of the story in the Gospel according to Matthew. The story goes like this. Then one of the 12, whose name was Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What will you give me if I deliver him over to you?" And they paid him 30 pieces of silver. And from that moment, he sought an opportunity to betray him. What is the worth of 30 pieces of silver? Some scholars say 30 pieces of silver is the value of 30 days' work of a Roman soldier. A Roman soldier was paid a denarius per day, and denarius is a silver coin. There are other scholars who say 30 pieces of silver is the price of a slave, drawing on a passage in Exodus. Now, whether the value of 30 pieces of silver is 30 days' work of a soldier or the price of a slave, it is not a very big amount. Judas was probably expecting a big amount, probably gold as reward, but the chief priests had other ideas. It's as if the chief priests considered the value of the betrayal of Judas as quite cheap, and it was a slap on the face of Judas. In his remorse, Judas ended up killing himself, perhaps unable to forgive himself for selling out to the religious authorities and betraying his master. How about us? At what price are we willing to betray the Lord? Is Jesus our greatest treasure that we are willing to give up everything for him? Or are we willing to give him up if the price is right? When we lie, when it's convenient for us to do, aren't we betraying Jesus? When we cheat our customers or cut corners at work for personal gain, aren't we betraying him as well? When we compromise our Christian principles so that we can move further in our jobs or careers, if we participate in evil schemes so that we can achieve our ambitions, aren't we just the same as Judas? As we reflect on the matchless value of our Lord in our hearts, and as we build the conviction that we never give up our dedication to the Lord for any price, not for 30 pieces of silver, nor 30 billion bullions of gold, let us keep in mind, faith matters too.